Hello guys, Brad here again with another fragrance review, and this will be on one of Kerosene's newest fragrances, something he calls Woodhaven Eau de Parfum. And this fragrance isn't even officially released yet, to the best of my knowledge. I believe Men New York will start selling this one later this month, if things go as planned. The note breakdown: we have bergamot, tangy grapefruit, lemon, black pepper, pink peppercorns, juniper leaf, ginger root, vetiver, cedar, and guaiac wood. So, if you know about Kerosene's fragrances, you do know that he also has a couple of other fragrances that are quite woody. He has Root Elements, which was his take on oud wood, and he came out with one called Santalum Slivers, which is basically his interpretation of a sandalwood fragrance. Now this one, as you can see, has cedar wood and guaiac wood, so it is actually quite woody. And you know, the word wood in the title would definitely give you the impression that you would expect it to be quite woody. Definitely in the opening you do get like an orange bergamot slash grapefruit citrusy smell. Actually, I wore it to work today and I put some on my arm. The rest of my sample I put on my arm just a few minutes ago. Even in the top though, you're going to get a lot of that wood. To my nose, it definitely has that oud wood smell to it. And also, I would almost say sandalwood. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the Santalum Slivers woodiness as well. So if he would have said sandalwood instead of cedarwood, I wouldn't have doubted it. But he's saying cedarwood. But you know, for my nose, I do kind of get the same oud wood quality of Root Elements, and also the sandalwood quality of Santalum Slivers. To my nose, this one is almost like he took the best of both worlds and just kind of meshed them together. So if you thought like maybe Root Elements was too exotic, or if you thought Santalum Slivers was too sandalwoodish, you know, which sometimes sandalwood can be very resinous and harsh. This one, I think, by kind of blending both of those woods together, kind of gives you a little bit of a medium ground there, which some people might find more pleasing than the extremes of the Root Elements and the Santalum Slivers. I found it to be quite nice myself. I'm not sure if I like it better than the Santalum Slivers. I'd probably have to test them side by side to know for sure. Definitely think I probably do prefer this over Root Elements. Like I said, Root Elements is a bit exotic for my taste. I think I did like it initially, but I'm not sure if I'd wear it, you know, as a signature scent, because like I said, it doesn't really, you know, suit my personality so much. Maybe a little bit too exotic, too much like a almost like a Gucci type fragrance, or I even mentioned maybe like L'Airdeur Desert Moroccan type feel to it a little bit because of the incensey note in there. This one is really nice though. If you already have Root Elements and Santalum Slivers, I definitely don't know if it would be quite as fantastic as if you just tried it in and of itself for the first experience with Kerosene's fragrances. So I definitely would say that you probably want to sample all three of those before you came to a final choice on which one you'd prefer, if you just had to have one. And I'm not really sure if it's necessary to have all three, unless you really, really love wood fragrances. Maybe you'd want to have all three. I think one would be suitable for my needs, probably either Woodhaven or Santalum Slivers. But I'm nodding towards Santalum Slivers just based on, you know, what I've experienced so far. This one, I'm not sure. It might actually have a little bit better longevity projection than the Santalum Slivers. I was getting at least 4 or 5 hours, I think, being able to smell it on myself. I didn't get any comments or compliments or negative criticism about it, so it probably didn't offend anybody. Let's get into some scores. 7.5 out of 10 for smell. Thought it smelled just fine. Like I said, the citrus blending with that nice woodiness. Projection longevity, 7.5 out of 10. Uh, Seem to do pretty well in that category. Um, I would say for a good 3 to 5 hours, people can probably smell it on you. Versatility, I'm going to say 7 out of 10. Um, you could probably wear this as a signature scent if you like woodiness and with a little bit of citrus. Uniqueness, I'm going to say 6 out of 10, primarily because it did kind of smell like a hybrid of Fruit Elements and Santalum Slivers to my nose. Price point, I'm going to say 6 out of 10. Um, my understanding is that this is going to be comparable to other kerosene fragrances, roughly $140 retail for the 100 ml, which is the only size available, I believe, at the present time. Overall, it gets a 7 out of 10. A solid citrus, woody fragrance. There's some peppers and spices in here, ginger and things like that. Vetiver. So it has a slight earthiness to it, and maybe just a tiny bit of medicinal. I'm not sure I would even say medicinal. Tiny bit of like an exotic feel to it. The oud wood, not nearly as prominent as in Root Elements, but just a hint of that. Getting like more of an earthy, woody, citrus type feel here. So yeah, if you like those types of fragrances, if you like the other kerosene fragrances, this one also worth checking out for the fall. Great time to release this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.